Educating, informing, serving. Fact TV, keeping government honest.
I'm going to call to order the Walpole Select Board meeting on January 28th, 2021. The time is approximately 6:30 p.m. and I'm calling the call roll of who is here. Steve D'Alessio,
Here.
Cheryl Mayberry,
Here.
and I'm Peggy Pashier. Sarah Downing,
Here.
who is our Manager of Administration, Regina Borden,
Here.
and she is our minute taker. I will also tell you that we are being live streamed tonight by Fact TV. So thank you very much for that. And we will begin with our accounts payable, please.
I make a motion to accept the accounts payable check register in the amount of $696,178.76 for checks issued 1/29/21. This includes $607,559.42 payment to the Fall Mountain Regional School District.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about the accounts payable? Hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor, Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
Aye.
and I vote aye. So the accounts payable are approved.
I make a motion to accept the payroll register totaling $29,611.31 for checks dated 1/29/21 and the 9/41 payroll tax transfer of $5,728.80.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about it? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
Aye.
and I vote aye.
I make a motion to accept the select board minutes of January 21st, 2021.
Second.
Are there any questions about those minutes? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
Aye.
and I vote aye, so they are approved.
I make a motion to accept the non-public select board session minutes of January 21st, 2021, and these minutes shall remain sealed.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
Aye.
and I vote aye, so the ayes have it. They are approved and sealed.
I make a motion to accept the staff meeting minutes of January 21st, 2021.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about them? Hearing none, I will then call for the vote. All those in favor, Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
Aye.
and I vote aye. Cheryl, you've got a frog in your throat. They're approved.
I do.
I acknowledge the committee reports of the North Walpole Village District Commissioners for January 5th, 2021, January 12th, 2021, and January 19th, 2021.
Second.
Well, you don't have to second it. It's not a
Oh,
motion.
yes, acknowledged.
And I will acknowledge those minutes from the North Walpole Commissioners. Okay?
I make a motion to accept the warrant for the collection of Walpole sewer fees of $43,290.09.
Second.
Are there any questions about that? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor of the warrant for the collection of Walpole water fees, please say aye. Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
Aye.
and I vote aye. They are approved. That warrant is approved.
I make a motion to accept the warrant for the collection of Walpole sewer fees in the amount of $66,697.60.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about this warrant? Hearing none, I will call for the votes. All those in favor, Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
Aye.
and I vote aye. The warrant is approved for sewer fees.
I make a motion to accept the warrant for the collection of North Walpole sewer fees in the amount of $58,592.30.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about that? Hearing none, I will call for a vote. Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
And I vote aye. The warrant for the collection of North Walpole sewer fees is approved.
I make a motion to accept the timber tax warrant for map 8, lot 61, sublot 1. It's the certificate of yield taxes assessed, and the warrant is for $246.04.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about this timber tax warrant? All right, I will call for a vote then. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
And I vote aye, so it is approved.
I make a motion to accept the property tax interest forgiveness for the following map and lot numbers. This is due to delays in the postal system. Map 12, lot 55, sublot 2B, in the amount of $45.89. For lot utility fare, sublot 0 and lot 20, map 20, lot 72, in the amount of $60.76. And map 12, lot 11, sublot 1, in the amount of $43.41.
Second.
Are there any questions about any of those tax forgiveness? These were all really late arrivals. They were mostly mailed in the middle of December. So if there are no further questions about this, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
And I vote aye, so they are approved.
I make a motion to accept the property tax refund for map 8, lot 101, in the amount of $7.49 due to an overpayment of taxes.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about that? Hearing none, I will call for the vote. All those in favor, Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
And I vote aye, so the property tax refund is approved.
I make a motion to accept the veterans tax credit for map 3, lot 34, for an applicant who served more than 90 days in an active duty.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of the veterans tax credit, please signify by saying aye. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
And I vote aye, so it is approved. And that takes us down to new business. And you were sent new copies of the budget later today. And I know we've already had some discussion about it, but there seems to be an error in the water sewer numbers, that they should actually be for water rather than what appears in the warrant to be $188,494 rather than what we have printed, which is $189,265. So that needs to be corrected, as does the sewer, which is actually $475,762 rather than $476,569. So those will both be corrected on this warrant. Are
Yeah,
there,
the spreadsheet that Rich sent us, Cheryl, doesn't match the warrant.
Okay.
So
okay, so we'll make those corrections. Are you willing, are there any other questions about this budget? Are you willing to accept it as it has been presented with those corrections, and the one that you will sign when you come into the office will be in fact a corrected warrant article?
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
fine with it.
Yeah, I
I'm
am.
fine with it. Rich has to verify the numbers, so,
Well, we will.
yep, I'm fine with that. I make a motion to accept the 2021 general fund expenditure detail budget, subject to Rich's final review.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments about it at all anymore? Okay, then I will call for a vote, and all those in favor of approving the budget, but with verification of all the numbers another time before we send it off to the state. Steve?
Aye.
Cheryl?
Aye.
And I vote aye, so the budget is approved with verification required. How
I
about-
make a motion to accept the draft warrant articles, subject to verification of the numbers from Rich.
Second.
All right, now, we need to go through and we are required to indicate, I assume, by this vote, if there are no questions on them, then we are in favor of all of these warrant articles. Is that part of your motion?
Yes.
Oh.
Unless we need to
No,
go one by one.
No, I think Article 2. Oh, no, that's yes. And then between 2 and 3. So are they both yes?
No, they aren't. Article 2, which will be actually not on this, it's not at town meeting, it's on the ballot.
Right.
Article 2 is on the ballot and so is Article 3. They are not part of town meeting.
Right, but I think if we're going to go through the articles, I'm personally saying no on Article 2, but yes on Article 3.
So am I.
So, right, because Article 2 is to continue the combined office and Article 3 is to separate the offices.
Correct.
I would agree.
All right, so we've got 3 no's on Article 2 and 3 yeses on Article 3.
Correct.
And the rest of the articles, we abstain on the petition articles. Is that agreeable to you?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, so there will be 3 abstentions on 15 and 16. Every other warrant article will have 3 yeses. That makes sense?
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Then I will call for a vote. All those in favor of accepting the warrant articles as we have just discussed them, I'll ask for a vote. Steve,
Aye.
Cheryl,
aye.
and I vote aye. So they are approved then.
You all right there, Cheryl?
Yeah, why?
You just look,
Your voice is,
Yeah, I haven't really been feeling well this afternoon. I'm kind of tired, so
yeah, it shows up.
yeah. Yeah, I need some rest.
well, yes, we'll move on as quickly as we can. The next item under old business is just an update. I have a meeting tomorrow with Sarah because she's part of our Brownsfield team. And we will be meeting with the new EPA representative, Katie Deng, as well as our contractor or consultant, Steve Rickerich, and another person out of his office, as well as 2 other people from the EPA and Mike McCluskey from the DES. And it's really, the purpose of it is to get acquainted with Katie, but also to review for her what we covered in that meeting last October when we were so, we were stunned by being bombed by pornography, if you remember that public meeting. So we will be covering some things that we covered then with her to bring her up to speed. She's read the files, but she needs to hear from us and talk to us. We have a second Brownsfield meeting with our abutters come next Tuesday at 11 o'clock for the purpose of talking to them about how we will be accessing the Brownsfield itself in the center of that parking lot. So if you'd like, any one of you, if you have time, could certainly sit in on that if you'd like to. Just let
Yeah,
Sarah know. So
yeah,
that
if you could send me the Zoom invitation.
What time is that?
it's 10:30 tomorrow, but on Tuesday it is at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay?
It's in the invites. You can decide if you want to attend or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're, I mean, I don't mean that critically, but it doesn't matter. The people who matter to, if they're there are abutters from the foundation and the bank. They are the 2 primary abutters. I'm going to mention it to Dave Adams. He wasn't able to attend last time we had a hearing. If he can, that's fine. But we will be talking about the RFP we're about to send out to look for the people who will actually remove the soil And of course, we're talking to the bank because we're going to be removing some of their soil on that little grassy strip between the parking lot and the Browns field because it tested positive for some level of PFAS. Okay. Is there anything else that needs to come up under the other
Yeah.
old pending actions? Okay.
Just on the Houghton Brook Bridge,
Yep.
um, I'll be generating another purchase order to Fuss and O'Neill for us to sign next week,
Okay.
to get started with the permitting work.
Okay.
All right. And that'll become the master PO, if you will, for the project. So all costs will go through that one purchase order.
Okay.
And we'll just keep revising the total as
As
a quote,
necessary.
as necessary, yeah. This
Okay.
way we have one record of the total cost of the project in one place.
Good.
The other thing on Reservoir Dam, it's quite evident now that it's going to be a high hazard dam. And once he gets past all the DES stuff, then he'll take a broad brushstroke on what our options are and the cost associated with those options.
Oh, I shudder to think of those.
And that's where at our last meeting, we put the stake in the ground. That's as far as he's going to go
Okay.
until we decide what the next step should be.
What I'm going to
Because
do.
there's numbers of options available, but they are moving forward. Fuss and O'Neill has assigned a project manager
Oh, good.
to the Houghton Brook. So little by little, Phil will start to back out of the project unless we need him.
All right. Is it anybody we know?
Uh,
O'Neill?
I forgot the guy's name. It's David something, David Rappaport or something like that.
Okay.
That's not quite right, but something like that.
All right. Okay. Anything else? All right, then let's go to new business. We have an appointment notice for Vicky Gould that we need to sign. Is it something you can show us or have you all looked at it? Sarah, you're muted, so we can't hear you.
All right. I'll share screen.
Okay. All right. Could I have a motion to approve this, please?
I move to approve Victoria Goal as the interim deputy town clerk and tax collector until the elections on March 13th. Or
there a
until the town meeting.
Is there a second?
Yeah, second.
Thank you. Are there any questions about this or comments? Hearing none, I will call for a vote. All those in favor of approving this, Cheryl,
Aye.
Steve,
Aye.
and I vote aye, so it is approved.
While this is up, Peggy,
Yes,
if nobody signs up to run against Megan, I would suggest we start the training for Vicky.
okay,
I agree.
fine. I thought that's fine. As far as
Yeah.
I know, as of today, no one else had signed up. So
Right.
I assume tomorrow they are open from 3 to 5, and I would assume that nobody is going to sign up, but we can make that known next week.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
official.
might as well take advantage of the time.
Yes, yeah, because clearly, yes, that's fine. I
Yeah.
won't say any more right now. Okay, and what do we have next then, Sarah? Has everybody read the cease and desist order?
I can bring that up. I think I have that too. Let me find it.
Well, my question still goes, have any of you read it?
Yeah, I read it, Peggy. It's fine.
I think it is too.
Yep.
Cheryl, did you have a chance to look at?
Yeah, this came a few days ago, right?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, he got it out actually very quickly. I asked him for it last Friday and it arrived. He wrote it quickly. What the office has pointed out to me, which we should note, is that when the questions were first asked in town hall about the building permit, Jody told the caller that in fact there had to be a septic tank approval. And to my knowledge, we don't have that yet either.
Nope, we do. It
We
did.
do.
We
It
do.
came in, Peggy.
Okay, good.
Came
When?
in today, the approval today.
Today, okay, all right, that's good. I'm glad that it is. That
Yep.
means they can get their building permit then.
Yeah, that and it's just the driveway permit is the only other one, but I think they're using an existing road, so
That's what I thought they intended to do all along.
yeah, I think that's what it is. So just Mike has to verify that and that's the end of it.
Okay, all right, well,
It doesn't change the fact that we don't have a building permit.
no, it doesn't. So we'll sign that and it will go out then immediately, all right?
Yep.
Good, thank you, Sarah. The next thing on the agenda under new business is the request that from the new US Geological Survey that they be allowed to test some of our land that we own that is adjacent to the Fannie Mason forest. I read their request and all of it and what they're going to test for. I don't really object to their testing all this soil. What my question was that isn't really answered is the ramification if they find that it is in fact contaminated. Are they then going to declare it a brownfield? Are they going to require us to do something? Or is it strictly for their curiosity and wanting to know how agricultural soil is faring when we know that there hasn't, as far as we know, there's never been any activity on that land that should have contaminated it, but who knows?
Yeah, and Alicia is endorsing this.
Oh, I know she is. I read that.
Yeah, so
I did a little bit of research on it as well, and it really was a random sampling, but I agree, Peggy. I think once it comes under the radar, then DES may become involved, but this is like an ongoing thing that they do, this atmospheric, determination of how it affects surrounding lands or, and so this was a random sampling and it just happened to be that area, but I agree. I think I think we should know. I'd be very surprised if there's any PFAS there other than residual, because I know what they're trying to track is how, when it gets into the atmosphere, how far is it traveling and where is it creating dense areas?
Yeah.
It's a very interesting project to read about, actually.
It's just that my curiosity, what do you do with the information when you find it? So,
Well,
I
I
don't.
think DES becomes an even bigger friend than you've had before.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Hey, that's what happened to the village, right? It was a
Yeah,
random sampling for dioxane, and then all of a sudden, the reading
Your best friend
required remediation.
Right. Well, that's why I asked the question. Well, is there a motion that we in fact sign this and approve this request?
And Peggy, it's one person.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, okay, so I move to approve Peggy Fisher, the chair, to sign the request from the U.S. Geological Survey for PFAS. For lot
Second.
7, sublot
Right.
7,
Are there
or
any
not
more
7.
questions or comments? Hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All those in favor, Cheryl,
Aye.
Steve,
hi.
and I vote yes. So it is approved and I'll sign it tomorrow.
And here's a question for you on the cease and desist. So it's just one signature on that also. You've
All right.
approved
I
it.
thought there were 3 of us on there.
No, it's only one. Your name is chairperson.
So I make a motion that
We didn't approve necessarily signing it, so I think we're good.
yeah,
Unless we have to approve
it's
Peggy.
fine.
I'll sign it tomorrow. then.
Yeah,
Get
then it
out.
can go out,
We'll
but it
get
should go out like registered return receipt and all those good things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when does it become effective if they don't respond? Does it say? I didn't notice.
I think it's 10 days or something like that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. They do. They have a period of time. Okay. Is there any other new business?
I just want to ask real quick, because it was on the warrant that we're going to have our town meeting at the Walpole Elementary School. They were asking me today about the technology that we want to have. And other than audio, is there anything you're thinking you would like to have?
Well, it might be nice, but it isn't absolutely necessary. We can work without it. We certainly used to, and
Well, no, they want to provide it. They just want to make sure that we
Do they
have it. And
do they have it
this is-
available?
yes,
Okay,
the superintendent just wanted to confirm that it was all set and suggested that we like do a run through, like maybe on Friday to make sure. I'm gonna see Jack tomorrow at the run through for the deliberative.
okay.
So, and I did send him, and I think you guys before, I sent you the floor plan.
Yes,
So we
you-
can start thinking about where the check-in tables are. She said that they were gonna put seats. They were gonna set it up to have all of the chairs 6 feet apart.
that's good.
So, and then she just suggested that we do a run through to make sure it's, the way we want it.
We can do that on Friday, the 12th. What
Yep.
we, in the past, when we've used that gymnasium, and we have used it in the past, for a couple of things, actually, we did our big report for Hooper study, if you remember, Steve,
Yep.
at gymnasium, and people came in through the back doors. They didn't come in through that single door. We allowed everybody in at the back.
Yep.
And that's where people can check in and get, or in that area right inside then. check
Yeah,
in.
well, you guys probably have a better, that was before my time and Jack's, so I
Yeah,
think,
no, it worked out fine.
It worked
We
out
didn't
well.
use chairs. We just had everybody on the bleachers at that point
Well, that
for
was
that- for the Hooper.
yeah, but I was there at a town meeting once upon a time.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was too.
And then we had chairs on the floor as well as people
Yep.
in the bleachers.
My first town meeting was over there.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. That was the first time we talked about solar panels.
Yeah, I kind of chuckled when that was my first meeting when they passed the Tupperware container around for paper votes.
That's
what
right.
year was that?
Oh, I don't remember, to be
It's
perfectly.
now, for me, it's 19 or 20 years ago.
Okay, so it's definitely before my time then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
so
hard to imagine I've been up here that long.
I know.
it was a big crowd,
Yeah,
big crowd.
it's
And lots of
interesting.
people there from North Walpole
Nice.
because
Yeah.
of that solar panel article. I remember the arguments for and against, and it didn't pass. So, okay. Yeah, we can plan on a walkthrough on March 12th. All right, and we can send that, in an email to Jack and have discussion with him. Of course, if we are still have the option that if, everything falls apart in COVID, that we not meet then, but I'm hoping that we can in fact get through March 9th and March 13th, just as we did last year, because the numbers in Walpole presumably are going down.
Well,
So-
with the number of over 65s, and if everybody gets vaccinated, I would say more than 50% of the people there will be vaccinated by then.
By that time, yes, that's right. That's right. Absolutely. Okay, thanks for bringing that up, Cheryl. That's very helpful. Is there any other new business? If not, I am going to adjourn this meeting at 7 o'clock. And we will, in a few minutes, we will open a non-public, which will be very brief. Okay?
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so thank you all. I declare the meeting adjourned at 7 p.m.